Welcome to Introduction to Business 121 online offered by the College of Lake County. My name is Dr. George Mochocki. We'll be utilizing Blackboard Course Management System 9.1. Okay, this week, before I go into this week's chapter, we have 3 chapters. Let's talk about last week. You guys are doing good. You're getting used to the forums. You understand that I update the forum points within the weeks. And the last post is on Saturday. You know, I've given you an extension so your quizzes and your connect should be all done by Sunday midnight. Then I turn it off. When you're talking within the forums, try to use the person's first name. The first name makes it more of a business professional. The forums are like an email, send an email back and forth, a simulation. So you kind of have a feel when you're in a business environment that you're basically, this is how you'll communicate with other people. Also, try to start using some of the concepts and the business words and vocabulary out of the book. This will give you credibility. Remember, in your business plan, when you're taking this information, as we discuss certain information and you put it into your business plan that you should be building as you have. Now remember, in your business plan, you should already have your 13 headers. Looking at the business plan we talked last time, you already know the name of the company, some little information you could put into your executive summary. You already know what kind of a management you're going to be, kind of. So you start putting a little stuff around there, okay? So you start working on that, okay? So, but part of the business plan is that you utilize the business word and the business concept. So when you write this stuff and post it in a form, cut it and paste it there. So when you're ready to write your business plan, you got all these little pieces, you can put it all together. Okay, so we're all right on that. Naming the business plans, you're doing good with the posts, calling back and forth, and we should be pretty good going forward. Okay, this week we have 3 chapters. We have chapter 6, which is entrepreneurship. Chapter 6 is an extension of chapter 5. A lot of times, a lot of the books will have the small business and entrepreneurship together. What's the difference between the small business and an entrepreneur? The small business owner, if I buy a hot dog stand from another person, I'm a small business owner. I've got, I have some risk, but I've got historical data. I got customers. I kind of know where his vendors are, his distribution. I have a lot of that information. I just got to tweak it. As an entrepreneur, if I want to start my hot dog stand, it could be similar to the one I could buy, but I want to start it on my own. I'm taking all the risks. I don't have the customers. I don't have the pricing. I don't have any kind of a process or procedure how to make the hot dogs, how to sell to my customers. Never heard of me. My name is on you. So I have a lot of things to do. My risk and my liability issues are higher than a small business. After in business for a year or so, I have the same thing as a small business. I'm stable. I know what's going on. Now, the small business owner, when he or she opens up another branch, he or she is an entrepreneur. Or if he or she opens up in the hot dog, brings in a taco line or a Polish sausage or barbecue chicken or whatever into that line, they're now becoming an entrepreneur. So they take the same thing, risk. A lot of small business and entrepreneurs start from this home business system. Read about why do small businesses fail. So look, not to discourage you, but if you understand the pitfalls of why they fail, you don't make those same mistakes. You say, okay, I know why they fail. I'm a business person. Thank you for the information. Now I know what to look for and how to overcome it. Look at the Small Business Association, different sources of capital you're going to look. And remember, you're going to do an assessment. You're going to have one form this time, work 25 points, but you're going to do 2 assessments. One of the assessments is, do you have it? Do you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur? And you say, oh, okay, I'm not an entrepreneur. Same skill set you need as an entrepreneur, a risk taker, self-start, and everything else is the same skill sets and attributes I'm looking for as a manager within a corporation moving up the corporate ladder. Okay, so we've taken that. The next chapter is on leadership. Ties in again with the entrepreneur. Remember, risk taker and everything. As an entrepreneur, I am a leader of a one, or I have a vision. Now my company grows, so now I have to take on leadership. How much empowerment do I give to the individual? What is my vision? As a leader, I have a vision. I had the best hot dog, and I instill that in my workers. So all my workers say, George's hot dogs are the best hot dogs, Vienna hot dogs with everything on it, except ketchup, because I'm a Chicago hot dog. You come to Chicago and you tell them, I want ketchup, they know you're a suburbanite, because no ketchup. Everything, you put the sink on there, but no ketchup. Don't ask me. It's a Chicago hot dog, and it has to be a Vienna hot dog. Okay, you're going to do a SWOT analysis. Right now, SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. A leader is always looking at every decision he or she is making using the SWOT analysis. What's the strength? What's the weakness? What are the threats and opportunities? Strengths and weaknesses are within myself, within the organization. Uh, Threats and opportunities are outside. They'll come a little more clearer in the next week when we're going to be doing chapter 13. You're going to do a SWOT analysis on your business, and you're going to do a SWOT, a partial, a weakness on your competitors. Start thinking going forward on that. What kind of skills do I need? Different levels. I need technical skills. I need human relations skills. I need conceptual skills. The whole what do you call it? See the whole picture. What's the difference between the line and the staff position? Future managers. What are future managers? Most future managers aren't going to be autocratic. As a small business owner, you come up across, because it's your process, your baby, you're very autocratic. As you get larger and larger, you got to give more power to other people. You can't just do everything else. Different types of leadership skills. I'm going to be a participative leader. I'm going to be a laissez-faire leader. What are my internal customers, my external customers? What are informal leaders? Managing for the future. How do I prepare for managing the future? So basically that is chapter 7. Now the last chapter ties with the leadership and everything else, ties with the organization. If I am an autocratic type of leader, most likely I would fit well in a bureaucratic type of organization where rules and procedures. When I'm in a bureaucratic organization, very little empowerment because I don't trust my employees. I just give them enough rules and procedures. There's no way they can make a mistake because I, as management, know what's best. Or if I look at it, am I a participate? It's a flatter organization. And there I have more empowerment because I know people make good decisions and they're more flexible and they're more responsive to the organization. So you're going to learn about bureaucracy, Max Weber, Henry Foyle, adapting to change, how organizations have to change, looking at different structures, why to departmentize. Right now, most of you, you're a jack of all trades. As you get bigger, if you have a partner, I may be good in finance and accounting. My partner is good in marketing and sales. So he or she will take care of those functionalities. Knowing a small business, I have to understand my other partner's job duties just like he or she has to understand mine. Because something would happen to me if I get sick or if I'm out of town, I have to be able to take care of that functionality or the business stops. Okay? They'll look at tall versus flat, look at span of control, how many people could you manage at one time before I have to bring in another leader. So that's basically the 3 chapters. So now we have this week, you're going to be doing, I'm going to lighten your load a little bit because I know there's a lot of information and we're going fairly fast. So you're going to have a quiz, but your quiz is going to be in chapter 6 and 7, 20 questions, but still worth 30 points. So instead of, it's going to be, I think, 10 questions in chapter 6 and 10 questions in chapter 7. I didn't scramble them, so you know how to look at them, but each question is worth 1.5 points. They'll give you your 30 points. The McGraw-Hill Connect. Instead of doing the regular traditional McGraw-Hill Connect, you're just going to do it in chapter 8. But you're going to do what we call a Learn Smart. A Learn Smart is a little different application within this interactive software. And we're going to do it in chapter 8 because that's more of a complicated chapter. And you need to understand that as a foundation for how I'm going to build my business, how I started off now, and how it's going to grow. So Learn Smart is interactive. It's going to ask you, how comfortable do you feel with the material? If I say real comfortable, you need the real hard question. If you're going to say, I feel all right, you need the medium question. If you try to fool the system and say, oh, I'm very uncomfortable, and you know the answers right away, it's going to automatically give you harder questions. If you're too hard, it's going to bring down. If you keep on messing up, it's going to answer the same question over. It's going to tell you to take a time out and go read the book. It's going to go show you a section to read and then come back and complete it. So I have it set for about 35 minutes. It should take you about an hour. It's still worth the 25 points or 20 points, whatever I'm giving you, but it's a different thing. I want you to give, see how you feel. Let me know which way you, what you feel about it. Okay, so you have that, the form, so you're going to do the 2, you're going to do the entrepreneur, and you're going to do one form. You're going to do the entrepreneur, do I have it, and you're going to do corporate preference. And they're going to ask you questions and what kind of corporation you would work well, and then they're going to ask you in the form, do you work in that kind of corporation, do you agree with the assessment. So that's it for this week, 3 chapters, 6 on entrepreneurs, extension from an addition from chapter 5, chapters what do you call it, 7 is on leadership or management, and then chapter 8 is an organization and structure. You have one form with 2 assessments that you have to do first before you go into the forum, print them out so you have something to talk about, and you're doing well. You have the Connect is going to be a Learn Smart Connect, and this 2 chapters are going to be quiz worth 30 points. My name is Dr. George Mochocki. Welcome to Introduction to Business, offered by the College of Lake County using Blackboard Course Management System. And I'll see you online. And I want to hear about your, what do you call it? Are you an entrepreneur or a small business manager? You have the attributes, and what kind of corporation would you feel comfortable with, and what kind of corporation structure would your business be with? Thank you very much.